My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. We've currently got 2 requests on the run, and that is Shaman by Jamie Sauce, and oh right, that one's Arena, and Hunter by Mr. Trumpet. Excellent, let's see if we can get either of those 2, otherwise it's free choice. Neither. Oh wait, no, that's a Shaman. Okay. We are going to be fulfilling Jamie's request. Doomhammer! That's a powerful card. Piloted Shredder! That's a powerful card. Spellbreaker! Well, that's a card. Unfortunately all of these are complete trash except for the Silver Moon Guardian, which is only somewhat mostly trash. I can't rely on a Cogmaster with only 1 fucking 2 cost in my hand, so I'm gonna take a Frostwolf Warlord, which does have slightly higher synergy with this deck, because the tokens will count as buff targets for the Frostwolf. One of the best 3-drops in the game in my opinion, the Scarlet Crusader. Both of those are so bad that I'm gonna take a Manatide Totem, which might pay off for me, and might not. Sen'jin Shieldmaster might help me protect that. Faceless Manipulator in most circumstances is going to be better. I don't have to copy something good of mine, I can copy something good of theirs. Sludge Belcher is just incredibly good. Hex, need 1 in every deck, plus the other 2 cards weren't particularly great. I think I'll take a Frostwolf? Or an Acolyte. Frostwolf. Acolyte doesn't have huge value. I'm not getting good early game cards, guys. I really just am not. Do I take a free fucking target dummy? Does nothing though. These are all actually severely bad. Like, I'm really disappointed to have to make this decision. Fine, I'll take a Mana Addict. Stormforged Axe is a really good early game card. Tinkertown Technician also is, but so's Crackle. I've got 1 mech so far, so I can't take the Tinkertown over a Crackle. Wait, I need early game minions. I should have probably just taken it. Stormpike Commando might be actually really important for getting back in the game, because I just don't have any early game minions, and I need to be able to get back in the game. Explosive Sheep kind of is anti-synergistic, because I have all of my totems, which are going to be on 2 health. Warg Infiltrator for a 1-drop, that's really good. Ancestor's Call, the majority of the time is going to be bringing out something okay, but a lot of them have Battlecry effects that I need to be triggering, so Ancestor's Call is actually going to be worse for me. Recombobulator, yeah, okay, we'll use it to heal up some of our more powerful minions after they attack. Chillwind Yeti, I can't pass up the value of a Chillwind Yeti. Oh, I really want the Whirling Zap-O-Matic, but I'm going to take the Fire Elemental. And just hope that I get better early cards. Youthful Brewmaster is fine. Mad Scientist? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna take a Goldshift Footman over a Mad Scientist. Spider Tank is okay. Clockwork Gnome. I can take that for mech synergy, but other than that I probably just want to Worgen Infiltrator. So that it's protected against hero powers. I want to take the Dark Iron Dwarf, but I don't have enough early game to do so. Abusive Sergeant is going to be some of my early game. Hex. Feral Spirits is amazing, and kind of wanted to roll that up with a 2/4... Oh, what's it called? Unbound Elemental, but no luck in that regard. Okay, we've got a later game deck than I usually like. I had to draft a lot of shitty early game cards just to have early game cards to play. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 2 of which are good on 1. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 early plays that are reasonable, and then the rest are fucking horrible. From there, we curve out pretty well, but... And we don't have many oh, I mean, we've got 2 hexes. I don't know. I don't give this a high rating. We neglected the early game for too long and then had to pick some really substandard early game. So I'm going to say 4 wins. And that's just going to be off the back of the fact that we have a, you know, piloted Shredder. Basically. Get that out, win game. Shredder trades for almost every other 4-drop in the game. Well, except for the ones with 5 health, but we'll ignore those for the moment because they don't help me make my point. And then summons another minion, so it's amazing. Scarlet Crusader is going to do a lot of damage to that guy if he wants to use his hero power for it, so it's fine. I can't even play the Gold Shear Footman on turn 1. Because guess what happens? We get to the next turn, I bounce back with Youthful Bounce Master. Two, three, coin, 4, 5. I mean, we haven't got an entirely horrid curve. It's just not good. I could fuck my curve if I get a 3. Oh, that's a 3. Okay, I play the Scarlet Crusader because if my opponent wants to kill this, they're going to have to use not only the Panther, but the Shapeshift from hand, because they're not on 4 mana, so they can't Shapeshift and Wrath, right? There's a lot of things they can't do, which means that I get to seize board advantage because my opponent spends 2 mana doing that. They didn't have a 1 mana play on turn 1, which means that... Whoa! Do I use the axe? Oh, I totally use the axe, because now I can protect it with the Gold Shear Footman. Okay, that's bad for my opponent. I was gonna play Feral Spirits, but then they didn't trade. So now I get to use my axe to kill it, and then stop my opponent from using Shapeshift to kill my Scarlet Crusader, as they'd clearly planned, by taunting up. Hey, the Gold Shear Footman is actually gonna pay his way, basically just by stopping my opponent from being able to use their hero power for value here. I wonder if this is bad enough for my opponent that it would bait out a swipe. I don't think so, but it could be. I'm so glad to have the axe in the early game. It's so powerful. Never mind me, just rehydrating. What to do? It's been a long day of drinking a lot of caffeine and recording basically nothing. I tried to record a few things earlier today, and then I don't know what happened. I just didn't feel it, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna scrap all this footage. It wasn't Hearthstone, and it wasn't anything. It was a new game, so it's not like it's something that's gonna severely matter. Oh, I used the hero ability to hit that. Interesting. Which means you can use the hero ability to hit it next turn. I want to force you to use the 2 mana next turn, so...
Elements guide me.
Yeah, I want to force my opponent to have to use the 2 mana to deal with the Gold Shear Footman next turn. Or I could attack, bounce the Gold Shear Footman, and play it again. That's actually fine. And the reason I think that's so fine is because next turn I have... Like, my other play would have ended up overloading me, right? I would have played this on 3. So this means that I have my weapon, plus the Stormpike Commando, plus, I guess, a bunch of other stuff apparently now, in order to kill this. Stormpike Commando plus the Youthful Brewmaster, plus my weapon? Ooh, that's ugly. I think I actually just developed my board this turn, like this. That's fine. I could even trade and kill it. What are they going to develop next turn that I'm going to be scared of? Nothing. Alright. It's not a trade down severely, but yeah, it's not particularly good. It's just I wouldn't want to see, you know, it get out of control. Okay. Looks like I am going to be playing the Stormpike Commando this time. Unless I draw a source of 1 damage. X. Yeah, that's not going to be it. Swipe plus hero power clears my board. Only takes 3 damage on the opponent. Would be 4 damage, but of course, hero power actually gives you 1 armor as well. Yeah. Okay, so they got it. Well, luckily it gets back to me with a naked board, so I get to Chillwind Yeti Spider Tank. I still have some powerful stuff going on, is what I'm saying. I'm also a card ahead now, by the way. Somehow. I got a pretty powerful board, especially since I'm holding something in hand that can go, hey, you know that big creature that you're playing to fuck my board? Well, fuck you. Yeah, like that. Do 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 do. You rarely get to use all 8 charges of the Doomhammer effectively to kill targets, so instead I wanted to hit the face twice. It enabled 3 more damage to the face by killing the 0-1, or 1 more damage, kind of weirdly. Oh! Uh-oh. Hot! Okay. Roll Crackle? Roll Feral Spirit Crackle? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Bop. Bop. And Feral Spirits. Okay, this should be the first match pretty much wrapped up. I mean... I guess I'll try and play the Matter Bomber for lethal, but... I'll have to be certain that I'm probably gonna win. Certain that I'm probably gonna win. If I could just negate more things that I say. A certain probability of winning. Mark the Wild, of course. That's not gonna help you, toots. That will. That'll help you. Okay, so the Manatide Totem will draw me 1 card. Also, by the way, it's important to note that the Chillwind Yeti goes back up to 2 health, so it's not going to die to the AoE of Swipe. This Manatide Totem's pretty well protected. I'm kind of just going to run all over the opponent now. Like, if that was their best play last turn, unless the Gnomish Inventor drew, like, a really big card. Damn. I'm kind of glad to have defeated this deck in this way, because this could have been a real bitch to deal with.
Well played. I can see.
Okay. Score data. Add 1. Excellent. Strength of a 3-drop. Did you see the shit that was going on with that Scarlet Crusader seizing us the early board? I don't think that can typically be expected, but hey, if we can get a good 1-drop, basically all of my 1-drops that aren't the Gold Chip Footman, if we can get a good 1-drop, I'll be pretty happy about the way that I'm going to curve out, because I can probably pick up a 2, even if it's a suboptimal one like Crackle. Having Feral Spirits, of course, is just amazing. It's like, haha, you were doing things.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Well, going second is also really important because it'll allow us to pick up an early card and mulligan an extra card. That's just a trash opening hand. There's no way I can keep any of those even optimistically. And that's not particularly good either. Butts. Huh! Stormforged Axe. Alright. I'm gonna play the Mana Addict because it's got the 1 supplementary damage that will actually allow me to help attack that, that Mana Worm. You thought I was laughing.
Elements guide me.
That's a good opening. My opponent has a lot of cards. And it's passed back to the... Oh my... That was the top deck as well! That was the card from the top of the deck. You know what? It's fine. It's cool. I'm zen about it. Because we have a Doomhammer, which means that it's better now later. Better now rather than later.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay. So, Doomhammer is gonna deal 6 damage to me this turn.
Elements guide me. Elements guide
Oh, I'm bleeding. At least I've got Ascension coming out next turn. You can go fuck yourself, sir.
Elements guide me. Elements
I have to deal 4 damage to myself to remove something from the board. I mean, like, the Doomhammer has seized me back some decent card advantage, but look at my fucking health. I am 2 fireballs and 2 pings away from... 2 fireballs and 2 pings. Good fucking work, Ryan. 2 fire... What the shit was that? Excuse me, I don't mean to alarm you, but I remember having a face at one point. I can hit that, and then hit that, and then Stormfight Commando that, and then lose to 2 pings. What else can I do? Like, roll the totem? Gold Shear Footman? I've run out of health. I have run out of health as a supply that I can use. Okay. You know what? I hit the face. Then I kill this man. I hope to God that my opponent doesn't have a fireball in hand. If they say well played right now, we lose. If I roll the totem, I have a 25% chance of getting the healing totem. The healing totem heals up Ascension Shieldmaster to the point that my opponent can't use Fire Blast singularly to kill it next turn, which means that it gets an extra card advantage. Or I play the Gold Shear Footman. The only reason I will be playing the Gold Shear Footman and the Worgen Infiltrator is if I don't think my opponent has Flame Strike, and if I think very specifically that my opponent doesn't have lethal. Alright. Roll the totem, end the turn, don't look. I didn't hear a heal. We lost. Yeah, Flame Strike. Of course. What? Cone of Cold?
For Najatar.
For Najatar? Who plays for Najatar? Good job, guys. We found the one person who plays for Najatar. That's unfair. A lot of people play for Najatar. I wonder if my opponent had the Flame Strike and they just didn't use it last turn because they thought to use a suboptimal... Okay, Fireball top deck, well played. That's why I hate... That is why I hate 1-3s. Because if it was a 1-3 with any decent side effect, maybe I would have been able to not lose so much health in the early game because I wouldn't have had to wait so long and use so many weapons to respond to things. But since I didn't get to develop a board and use my minions to trade, I was using my face to trade. Health is a resource you can't lose that much of against people like... people like warriors, hunters, mages, anyone with significant amount of face damage they can just suddenly do to you. Gold Shear Footman is not good enough when I hold 4 cards to keep and not mulligan to hope to get a better 2. Fuck it, man. Recombobulate that shit. You know what's gonna happen here? I'm mad. Oh, I'm furious. I'm going to coin the Matter Addict. I'm gonna attack with it. And then on turn 2, I'm going to recombobulate the Mana Addict so that I can get something not bullshit. Greetings.
Greetings, friend.
I don't care if I don't have a decent curve. I need this Mana Addict to not be a Mana Addict. Such a bad card. Oh, look. It's a wild pyromancer. I can Argent. No.
What a rush.
You might feel a little tingle.
You might feel a little tingle.
You love my new recipe.
Those are better stats. I wonder if my opponent is suicidal enough to attack my face and then try and cast 2 spells. They didn't have the coins, so casting 2 spells on 3 mana is a little less likely for them, but still, they could try. Oh, now that's a combo. That's a combo if I've ever seen one. It's a combo of the wombo variety even. Okay, swap that out.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Okay, so trade.
Don't rush me.
Okay, I'm gonna summon a totem, and the reason I'm gonna summon a totem rather than do anything else is because I think I might actually have a good play to have the surprise bounced abusive sergeant running at something. Like, the abusive sergeant would attack the face, and then it would bounce and come back. I guess hit the Stoneclaw totem, which would then run into something. I can't silence that.
Suffer my wrath!
Like, silencing that is a benefit, basically.
Your magic shall
So I'll silence my own creature. Obviously didn't want to silence the Stoneclaw totem, because then that would give the Ogre Brute a 50% chance shot at my Spellbreaker, where right now... Huh? Depending on that card. Okay. It only has a 33% chance of hitting my Spellbreaker. Okay, it hit that. That's actually pretty good for me, to be completely honest. This hits this. Do I develop the Doomhammer this turn? I don't think I do. I think the reason I don't develop the Doomhammer this turn is because it's 2 overload. I go into next turn, I have 4 mana, and look at these plays. This is not a 4 mana hand. I've seized a lot of value. I would be surprised to lose this game. It would happen mostly off the back of me playing badly. If it happens, of course. Oh, what? That's a weird turn. I mean, what do I even do to that? What could my opponent be holding? I've got to think. What are they holding on 6 that they're not going to play? So it's not a Savannah Highmane. You play the fucking Savannah Highmane. It's not weapons. It's not any decent beasts. It must be utility cards. So I'm thinking silences. I'm thinking face damage cards like Kill Command. How scared am I of Unleash the Hounds combos? Could it be a crazy Unleash the Hounds combo that my opponent is holding? You know what? I don't think so. The thing is, even though I just said, you know what? I don't think so. They don't have an Unleash the Hounds combo. That's not what's going on. Oh, maybe. Turn 8 would be Starving Buzzard into... Oh, coin. Huh. No, they don't have coin. It is an Unleash the Hounds combo. I think they were waiting for next turn so that they could... Oh, that's a pretty card if I've ever seen one. Okay. Baboom! So, this attack happens first, then that one. I think that's game. If they do have things like, okay. Kill commands, they'll start using them to kill things. Yep. Okay, so it was 2 kill commands. That makes sense. Okay, so they were going for pretty much instant lethal, but that's not going to work out for them.
Elements guide, elements guide.
Babu! I guess that's why they were holding the Timberwolf as well. Because Timberwolf is 1 mana beast, so you just cast it, and then that enables your kill commands for the rest of the turn. So yeah, it would have been off the back of me playing badly. If I'd used weapons a severe amount to start removing minions, that could have tripped me up. But luckily my opponent didn't have too many minions on the field for me to remove with my weapon, which I didn't play until the final turn. Uther Lightbringer.
Uther!
Played Blay. Ms. Discipline.
Fight with honor.
I like this opening hand. I already like this. Fuck you. Piece of shit. That's right. Get the fuck back in the deck. I like this opening hand. It allows us to draw into better 3s and 4s, but it gives us time, which is probably of the essence. A really good thing about this hand is we play the Worgen Infiltrator, our opponent tries to respond without giving us value, right? So they want to play Hero Power or something like that. They play Hero Power, then we play Stormforged Axe and kill it, and then we get to keep our Worgen Infiltrator safe. Man, we're seeing this Doomhammer in a lot of games. I mean, there are cards that I drafted that I just haven't seen yet. But Doomhammer, always there. Huh? No! Prick.
Elements guide me.
I had so many plans.
Reporting for duty.
How desperate is my card draw situation? Do I want to actually try and cast a Manatide Totem? I mean, I coin a Manatide Totem this time.
Elements guide
You know what? Oh, no, I totally can't. That was a dumb thing to do. Because if I coin a Manatide Totem this turn, my opponent goes into the next turn, they True Silver Champion, they attack my thing, my Manatide Totem... is it still actually that bad? I mean, it soaks up one hit from a True Silver Champion. It does draw at least one card. In the best case scenario, it draws many more. The Chillwind Yeti comes out, which is immune to the... Okay, this actually isn't that bad, even if they do have a True Silver Champion. It goes horrible if they have a Hammer of Wrath, though.
Bring me steel.
Hop!
Not on my watch.
Oh, baby! Oh, no. That Argent Protector is gonna do one more damage to me, while I brutally face fuck it. Get me another card. So, that's two, count them, 2 hits off that Manatide Totem. Just so you know, every hit that Manatide Totem makes is, like, exponentially better than the last. Ooh. That's bad. This is really annoying. So I can Doomhammer, I can kill this, right? Bop, Doomhammer kills that. But then this gets Avenge. Okay, so I do this attack first, just in case it's Noble Sacrifice. It totally isn't, didn't expect it to be. Hello, Avenge. Huh?
Elements guide me.
This stops that from getting a Blessing of Kings and then attacking and killing stuff for free. Huh? It's not Avenge. It also didn't trigger on minion death, so it's not Redemption. It's... What card is it?
Reporting for duty.
Oh! Ha! Ah, it's the one that removes my minion's health when I play him. Okay, fine. How'd that? Oh no! Reduce its health to 1. Now my Worgen Infiltrator only has 1 health, guys. I couldn't be more distraught. Okay, so now I need to play strong control, and I'm definitely set up to do it. I mean, I have a Faceless Manipulator and 2 hexes in hand. I just need to strong control the board and stop my opponent from killing me. Oh, that's another consecration off the top. No, not the top. That was the second from top. Okay, trade. Expected. Do I gold shear footman and then faceless manipulate to get another gold shear footman? Boy, those are the pro plays right there.
Elements
Those are the MLG plays. Those are the decisions that get you. These are all bad cards. I can afford to actually waste card value. Another consecration. I can afford to waste card value rather than, rather than toteming there. I can play Youthful Brewmaster because I'm so far ahead in terms of cards. I just need to have a stronger board. So, totemic. Really? That many consecrations actually might put my opponent in control of the game, by the way. Just so you know.
Elements guide me. Ready for action.
Still better in hand. Next turn, I can play the Abusive Sergeant, play a Totemic Call, and then still play the Frostwolf Warlord, and have 1 mana left over as well.
The gates are open.
Okay.
Mind if I roll need?
Okay. Oh no. I have to hex that. Because if I take the damage to kill it, I'm gonna die. Okay. I hex you. Sad to have to do it. I am going to kill that with my face, with my last charge of the weapon, because there's no thing that well, not many likely things that a paladin can do that are going to do 6 damage to my face. Shit, at this rate, maybe I should have gotten that Vitality Totem. 2 mana, restore 4 health to your hero every turn. At the end of every turn, I think. Trogzor. I'm gonna kill that with the Abusive Sergeant. There's no way I'm leaving things on the field if I can help it.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Revenge. Excellent. Who's gonna get it? Get this? No? Okay. Did I just lose? I definitely put myself closer to losing. This goes back up by 3, so it can only get killed by the Silver Hand. Okay. No, I didn't lose. But I definitely put myself within damage.
The Frostwolf stands ready.
Like, if I'm going to lose... That's probably gonna... God damn it. Top deck Consecration, attack, and then Silverhand Recruit hits my face and they win the game. It's probably the most common way that this kind of fucks me. Looks like I'm gonna have to faceless manipulate. That makes sense. Do it. Okay. God, I want to play fucking Frostwolf Warlord and then faceless manipulator it. I really do. Okay, so that has to happen. In order to prevent... I so want to do that, but it's the dumb play. That would be a dumb thing to do. So, faceless manip you. Oh, God. I thought it wasn't going to get the buffs for a second. I was like, no. Why? Remove as many targets from the field as possible. I can't... These are the only 2 totems I really care about right now, so Frostwolf Warlord is fine. Which means I should have played it earlier in the course of actions so that I would have gotten an extra few buffs on it. In fact, it would have been a 10-10 if I played it before doing all of my other stuff. I thought I was going to be rolling a totem, but then I realized that the only 2 totems that I need are the healing totem and the Stoneclaw totem, and I already have both of those. Okay. Ceremoniously, as we tend to do, at 3-1, we're going to cut to part 2. Hopefully, those weren't meant to rhyme. I'm a poet and I wasn't aware. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. No, why am I trying to end the video? God damn it, Ryan, it's too late. You'll be able to find a link to part 2 down in the description below.